Hey folks, this is a quick review of the motorcycle carrier. This actually happens to be the Black Widow MCC 600. I'm going to put a couple links down below for you guys. This one I think was about $255. This unit I've had for almost probably a year and a half, close to 2 years now. And it's been a real good unit for me. I did a lot of research on them. Maybe I can save you guys some time, some effort figuring this out. But the Go Plus is also available. You'll see that link down below too. Go Plus is the other manufacturer. I believe they're identical, but I could be wrong. I noticed there's a slight weight difference. And at the time, I don't recall why I bought this one over the Go Plus, because I think the Go Plus is slightly cheaper, like $35, because after shipping, I think the Go Plus is like $220 and change, and this one's like $255, not accounting for any taxes that you might get hit with. But let me just give you a quick rundown of what I ran into a year and a half ago. I needed something that could obviously leave my truck tonneau cover complete. I didn't want to put it in the back of the truck. I needed the space for traveling. I was going to haul a long distance, like 1,400 miles, so I wanted it sturdy. I read a little bit about the aluminum ones, which I would have preferred because they're lighter, easier to handle and put in and out of the garage. But I also learned that some of them were too much aluminum and they would crack, like down in this base area. And I needed something sturdy because I wanted to carry as much as a 500-pound bike, like an FC1. Mostly what I carry is lighter stuff, but and I needed a long ramp. And I'll explain why the long ramp is important for you guys that might have a variety of bikes. Or obviously, the longer the ramp, the easier it is to push it up. But also, I already tried the ramp method of just throwing it in my truck before, and the ramp was too short, in that you would bottom out on a bike like this, like say a fairing bike. Your bottom fairing down here on a short ramp, you're going to get caught on the belly. So that's why I had to go with the long ramp. And the typical ramp you get to push it in the back of the truck was actually too short, and I would bottom out on my tailgate area when I pushed a fairing bike up on there. Now for a dirt bike, which is 99% of what I use this for, 231 pound YZ250, super light, really easy on this carrier. As you can see right here, they got tons of ground clearance. They're light, easy. I mean, you can throw this thing up there practically with one hand. It's so easy. But once you get the hang of it, so you just push it into that wheel chuck. And I use 4 tie downs. I'm a big fan of tying things down really well. And I hope you guys are too, because we're all motorcycle riders and we do not want debris on the highway. So our stuff falling off. So please tie your stuff down really well, whatever it may be, anything and everything, tie the hell out of it. So basically the steel, in my opinion, was the way to go. I do agree this thing's a little heavy. It's close to, I think, 100 pounds. So getting in and out of the garage is a pain in the butt. But I actually leave it on my truck 24/7 now, because I go to the track twice a week with the dirt bike, and I haul maybe a motorcycle long distance once a year. Well, twice a year considering the return trip. So this is the Black Widow, and then the Go Plus is the equivalent. I think they're identical, like I mentioned, but I highly recommend it. You can see the links below. It is sturdy. I like the tie downs on it. This ramp fits right in here. You'll see some pictures of where the ramp is actually on this side, but I think you could build it either way, but obviously your shins would hit it when you were coming up to get into your truck. So I like it where it's at. Some people complained about these bolts coming loose, these stabilizing bolts, and they do a little bit. You want to keep tightening them on a regular basis until they kind of work their way in. I also am a big fan of, you probably could do the Loctite or a lock bolt, but also I'm a big fan of a little bit of duct tape here and there. On this lock, just give you an example. On this lock, you never know if this thing could malfunction and the lock could fall off on this pin. So I put a touch of duct tape there, so if this were ever to fall off for any stupid reason, this pin would never slip out on its own. So you can do similar things like that on here, so these bolts would never just fall on the ground and they won't back out. But obviously Loctite or a bolt would be better. But I do like the safety net. So that works really well, easy to use. Highly recommend it. Anywhere from $220 to $255 to your door. Easy to assemble, decent instructions. I might put some tail lights on here just because these things are bound to get hit in the parking lot eventually. You definitely want to back into spaces and try to shove your bike carrier into over the curb and out of the way, over the lawn. I hope this helps you guys. I spent a lot of time on it, so maybe my research can help you make a quick decision. Take care.